Hey there, how are you? This is Tiffany from the System Suite, and I'm going to just give you a quick walkthrough of the 17 Hats CRM Business Platform. So if you are shopping for a customer relationship management software and you kind of just want to dive in or just see, get an overview of what it looks like, I am going to show you basically one of the brands that I've set up. There's not much here, but I want to just show it to you and walk you through some of the basics of the features that you will get with 17 Hats. So I have been using 17 Hats for about 5 or 6 years, probably more, and I like it because of its the ease. Is very easy to use, and there are just enough bells and whistles. It's not very complex. So this is like the main page. This is a dashboard, and this is where you would go. This is what you would see when you first log in. When you sync your calendar, I use Google Calendar, for example. So when you sync your calendar, all of your dates will be up here. And I like it because it's not too overwhelming. It just gives you, 5 days. If you have consultations or whatever you have on your calendar will be posted here for you. Now, for you to have a month's view, you will just click calendar over here and you'll see everything that you have planned for the month. Your bookings, consultations, whatever you have in your calendar will be here. And you can sift if you want to see it by day, by week, by month. And if you have different teams or different people on your calendar, you can shift between the calendars here. Contacts, this is your online Rolodex, which is really, really cool. So no more paper Rolodexes, no more Post-it notes all over the place. This is a test client. And once you have information in here for your client, their information will be here as well. So this is a test client. There isn't any information here, but if you were to add a contact in here manually, you will just add their information. Again, it keeps everything organized for you. And as prospective clients complete your lead forms, that will be here as well. So all your client information will be here, and it will be categorized based on client, leads, or others. You can even archive your contacts, and then you can tag them. So if you have different services, or you can tag them by your service or, by any other preference that you have. And there's also a full contact form if you like to add additional information, about your clients, their birthday, contact image, their address, any notes about that client. You can even add their social media information here, and then any of their project information can go here as well. So it's very easy to add contact information here. Anytime your leads start to come in, a lead, L-E-A-D, is a prospective client, they will all be listed here and where they are in your workflow. Okay, so like I said, this is a new account that I, new brand within 17 Hats I just set up for the purpose of this video and for a new brand that I'll be launching, but you can just see it here. And again, you can add a lead manually. If they come through a capture form, you can add them in here manually. And then over here on the right-hand side is where you will find your lead forms. And this is how you create a lead capture form. And I really like it because, again, it's simple. You will have your logo here. There'll be a spot for you to add your colors. So you'll be able to brand everything. And what I like about the 17 Hats lead form is that everything is simplistic and it's branded and it looks so nice, and you don't have to do much work to get it done, right? So it looks like, oh, you did a lot of work. And I like, other platforms like Jotform, Google Form, all that kind of stuff. I just, for the most part, love the accessibility that I have to my forms. You can assign different. Let me just show you some of the stuff that I like. And I like that it's real branded, right? Branding matters to me. So there are different question types that you can add to your lead forms: short and long answer, yes and no questions. You can add text and headers, date options, check boxes, or lists. And it's just easy to use. And you can install your form by just having the link. You can have it as a dialogue window, put it on your website or even Facebook. So it's really, really cool. And you can click preview to see how your form looks here as well. So there are many different ways to create your lead forms. Keep it simple. Again, using 17 hats is so easy to use. So that's leads. Projects, you look at it like this. Every client, every service that you work on is a project. So each client gets a project folder. Think about it like you're going to the doctor and you have a file chart, right, at your doctor's office that has all your information in it. So every client project has a project folder. And so everything is in the project folder for you. Any tasks that you have coming up, over here on the right-hand side, all of the client information, email, date, phone number will be here. Any workflows that are currently in place for that client, any invoices that are paid, all that good kind of stuff is here. Whenever you need to email the client, you click right here, send them an email. If you need to upload any files, send a questionnaire. Like, these are the different options that you have for that client, and it's so cool. And I'm just gonna walk through. I don't want to show you how to do any of this right now because I can just go on and on and on, but I want you to have a glimpse of what the 17 Hats CRM platform has in store for you. I love the notes feature because as I'm talking to clients, whether it be on the phone or if I have an idea, I just pop over here and I type a note for the client. And this eliminates me having to use sticky notes, post-it notes, right? And then try to find out where those notes are or what I wrote down. You know how you can write something down, you're trying to decode it later. The note feature, erases all that confusion for you. Whenever I need to email a client, you can do it here. You can schedule the emails. It's just a lot. And all of the emails will be here. So you don't have to worry about losing an email, not reading an email. Any files that you need to upload, you can do that here. To do tasks that you have for that client. And what I like about the to-do calendar is once you insert whatever the task is and you give it a due date, for example, that due date will pop up on your calendar. So that's really, really cool. Let me go back to the project. Any events or bookings that you have coming up with the client. Phone log is really good. So those of you who do a lot of calls with your clients, you can log the times you're on the phone with them, especially if those phone calls are paid calls or you just want to show the client that, this month we've spent X amount of hours together. Time log is so cool. So you can log your time. If you charge by the hour for a certain service, so let's just say that for this project, test client demonstration, the task is $55 an hour. So we're going to plug in 55 and this task is billable. Now, maybe you don't want to bill for the for what you're working on and you're just going to kind of show them hey, I worked 3 hours on your project this week. Just letting you know I'm working for you. Or you can say, hey, no, I charge by the hour. You click this task is billable and you will click start. And when I click start, look over here on the right-hand side, you will see that this timer starts. So you can hit pause and it'll pause. And then you can go back and hit, you can unpause it. And so it'll keep going and going and going and going. So it'll stop. And then once it gets to an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you will stop the timer. I'm going to hit pause, but you'll hit I'm finished, right? And then at the end of that time, a quote will automatically be sent to you. A quote, not to you, a quote will automatically, or invoice rather, will automatically be populated and sent to your client. So it's just beautiful. Calendar, any of your upcoming bookings will be here. The bookings come from your online booking calendar, which is super, super cool. You can set up a calendar for each of your services, and then you'll set your availability, which is really, really easy. You just go here and plug in when you're available for phone calls. And this is how your calendar looks. You can embed your calendar anywhere. Again, it's nice, neat, and clean. Time zones are here. They would click, insert the information, and now you can also charge. So if there's a service that you charge for, like if you charge for your consultations or your coaching sessions, they pay before they book. So that's really, really cool. But you can also do unpaid consultations as well. I talked about to-do items. You can always add to-do lists on your calendar. Documents are your financials. There's nothing here, but you will see what payments you've had so far, what payments are past due, and then you can forecast what's coming in the next 30 days, the next 60 days, and for the remainder of the year. Like, this is helping you with your bookkeeping and your finances. Workflows are here and bookkeeping is here. So it's very nice. This is a quick overview, but I want you to see the inside of it. I love when you come in, it says, let's take care of business. If you have any outstanding to-do items, they're listed here for you. Whenever you use your calendar and you have unbilled time, they let you know, like, hey, this client needs to, pay for their invoice. Recent client activity is beautiful. You will know every time the client logs into their portal, every time the client views an invoice or whatever your clients have done, you will see it here. Any pending items, like if there's a questionnaire that hasn't been completed yet, or if there is an invoice that hasn't been paid yet, this keeps everything organized for you. Okay. And this is one little small feature that I really like is the weather. So every day the weather will be up here, like they'll show you if it's a sun or clouds or rain or whatever. I haven't entered my location, but it will note the weather here. So if you are an event planner, for example, or if you are a personal trainer and you have a scheduled appointment with a client in person, maybe you're setting up outside, you can kind of see, oh wait, the weather may be, what rainy this weekend, let me, prepare for that. Or if you're meeting, like I said, if you're a personal trainer, you're meeting outside, you might want to change the location of the training session to indoor or, under a cover area. So it just helps you keep everything so organized and helps you stay on top of things so that this handles the administrative side of your business for you and that you're not in your business being the secretary. So I hope that this gave you a quick overview of 17 Hats. If you have any questions, drop them below. And let's connect on Facebook and Instagram at The System Suite. That's SUITE, The System Suite, SUITE. I'm Tiffany Marshall. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, let's stay organized.